Ho, ho, ho! Let's get into it with the lead. I feel like we should be wearing a Santa hat or something. I wore my nice holiday sweater.
I did laundry.
I wore my nice dress shirt Santa sweater here.
I don't know why I
Great
didn't think of it.
investment.
I should have. What a terrible mistake I've made.
Who's joining us? Eli's in here. All right. Anyways, welcome into the Oilers Nation Everyday Holiday Special. We're kicking our feet up. We're relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the holiday season, and we wanted to do a little fun Christmas-themed edition of the show today. As you can see behind me on either side, we got our gifts. We're going to be doing our gift exchange with the three of us. That'll be a lot of fun. Also, was dropped off spiced rum and eggnog.
Tyler will have one. I'll have the other.
So, well, you're just gonna go straight nog.
Yeah.
I have a confession, a Christmas time confession.
So the open.
In my adult life, I have never had eggnog.
Yeah, I've only had it a couple of times.
Like my mom used to buy it when I was a little kid, and we would have it. So like, I think I kind of remember the flavor of it. There's just not a lot about it that seems appetizing to me.
What is it?
Egg. Well, like,
oh. Is that honestly all it
well,
is?
like what the ingredients are: milk, water, sugars, modified milk ingredients, cream, frozen egg yolk, and then a whole bunch of things that I don't quite know how to pronounce. Oh,
that's so
spices.
fun. Those are on every food item.
Locust bean gum. I know you love when your drinks have locust bean gum.
Yeah, I'm always saying I love my locust bean gum sandwiches.
So we're gonna make ourselves a little cocktail.
I'm just gonna have the nog.
You don't want a little. I feel like
I had a few rums yesterday.
Aaron, you want a little bit? Okay, what's the ratio? Like, do you go like? Because that's the other question here.
I think it's like any other highball you would do, right?
Is.
Boy, she thick.
So are you doing like one shot of
1 to 2,
1 to 2,
3?
1 to 2? I feel like 1 to 2 makes sense.
And it's like 1 to 2. I don't know if eggnog is good.
Well, that too. Anyways, all right. Well, I'll pour up. Aaron, you can come bring your cup over here too.
Holiday season.
That's probably about a shot.
Season. Ba-doop-be-doop.
Oh,
A-doop-a-dee-dop. Hopefully, you don't get copyrighted for me singing holiday songs.
you went right in. You poured yourself an aggressive glass of the nog, Liam.
You need some milk. Who doesn't love some eggnog?
Oh.
The last time I had some eggnog was back in
You can have it.
2000 and
I think I need more eggnog.
2010, 11, somewhere back there. Is my friend Sam Uzinski.
Thank you.
Shout out Sam. We used to go and play on his ODR in his house in Shore Park.
Yep.
And then we would come. That was the only time I'd ever played on. The first time I played on ODR. Sorry, it was not very good. Shocker. And then we went inside, and he had a hot tub in his house.
That's an insane choice.
It was awesome.
Feels like a mold issue of some kind.
We went in and we sat in his hot tub. We all had a nog, and we watched the World Juniors. It was actually really fun.
It is the World Juniors. I was talking to Stephen Ellis about this. If that happened in February, no one would give a shit about it.
Well, it's like when it happened in the summer. Maybe a bad example because hockey is obviously not a summer sport, but like no one cared. It was hard to care, and I had to write about it.
And it was still one of the better tournaments.
Yeah, and it's a very memorable moment in that with Mason McTavish.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This smells like ass.
It smells terrible. Like this does. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this, but either way, well, I guess this is a good way to start.
Cheers, Ty.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers,
Do you
boy.
want
Okay, licking the spoon. Maybe it won't be that bad. Cheers. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Aaron. Oh, that is awesome.
That's not bad.
That's actually pretty.
Not bad at all.
Now I feel bad I wasn't doing this a little bit more often. What's it gonna do to my guts? Lord knows, but you could have sipped it. Oh, go to his ISO. Look at that. Oh, you licked it off. It was all on your mustache. That was great.
That was awesome.
What do you give that out of 10? Dave Portnoy, put the decimal in.
I'm gonna say it's an 8.25.
Oh wow.
8.5 seems a little high. Like I'm not gonna have 3 of these, but like I might stop and get myself a little eggnog on the way home now.
I could have one of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7.2.
You know what would make it good? If you could have like just one big ice cube in it. I feel like that would make it a lot fancier. You just
we didn't
downed
get
your
that far,
eggnog.
right?
You like it?
That was tasty.
It actually wasn't bad.
for coming in on Christmas Eve to bring us the eggnog.
Should we just finish the whole bottle like he said? No?
Well, yeah, that was the other thing. So Waz drops us off this. Very nice that he did it. We shouldn't even make fun of him. But he goes, I was like, hey, like, thanks for doing it. He goes, yeah, just don't drink the whole bottle. I'd like to have some left over. Yeah, Waz, the three of us in our 25-minute Christmas special. We're just going to pound back a whole 2-6, see where the day takes us. Why not? But that is actually solid.
That's really good.
All right, boys. A couple of Christmas-themed Oilers questions to get into today on the show. Let's do our naughty and nice list.
Okay.
Try to think of the year as a whole.
Oh, I thought of like the last 3 months.
Okay, I was thinking more. Well, Christmas comes, right? So you got the whole year to kind of work with. So I'm going to give you my first nice list.
Okay.
Connor Brown, without a doubt, goes on the nice list. When you think about how 2023 ended for him as an Oiler, as a hockey player, he was hurt for most of the year. For him to come in 2024 and again fight through it a little bit the first few months of the year, and then come playoff time, boom, he turns on the Jets, gets thrown into the lineup, ends up earning himself another contract here, and then now through the first 34 games of the season has already surpassed his goal total from last year. When he struggled, he never bitched. He never said, I'm being put in a bad spot. I got to play here, blah, 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 blah. Never made excuses. He just kept working. And I think that's admirable. Connor Brown is right up there near the top of my nice list.
Yeah, that's a really good one. If we're thinking about the whole year, I will then go ahead and say one specific moment is on my nice list, if you don't mind. Post Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. I think that might be one of the best evenings of my life, if I have to be completely honest. I had so much fun walking around the city in my suit because we were in media, and just had a hell of a night. A few eggnogs, if you know what I mean. So that was awesome. A more recent one that I had on my mailbag list this past week too. Recent one, like I said, Zach Hyman just proving how poor Hockey Canada's decisions were for this Four Nations roster and how good he's just been. Like, shocker, the guy who had like 6 expected goals and had like 1 on the season is finally scoring. What's he scored now? Like 6 straight
12.
home games?
He's got 12 goals.
But how many home games in a row?
I think it's 5 straight home games.
Because remember last year, he was like about to tie Gretzky's record. Oh, tied Gretzky's record. He might beat that. Yeah. He might go and beat that. So Zach Hyman just being the best.
50-plus goal guy, does it again in the playoffs, leads the playoffs in goals. And then after a couple of tough weeks, maybe a tough month, you could call it, to start this year, he turns on the Jets. AB, anyone on your nice list?
For me, I'm going to go with the man who's put up with a lot in this fan base. No, not Evan Bouchard. Stuart Skinner, 25 years young, took the Edmonton Oilers to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, doing it at an awesome cap hit. And the thing that I always bring up, and I guess this could be in my naughty list, Jack Campbell is naughty. If you ever have an issue with Stuart Skinner and what he's doing, he's not supposed to be in this spot. It's supposed to be Jack Campbell. So all of that anger goes towards him. Stu has been lights out for, I'll say, the playoff run. He did what he needed to do. And, it's tough to be a goaltender in Edmonton. This fan base, us included, everybody love to tear him down. He's a local boy. He's stuck with it. And I think Stuart Skinner has been nice this past 365 days.
I was going to say Calvin Pickard was number 2 on my list, just from the perspective of like, I just want him to get his flowers, man. He comes up last year, again, not an enviable position. The team was failing miserably. You're coming in to relieve the $5 million guy who couldn't get the job done. And what does he do? Above 900 save percentage.
Yeah.
Playoffs, they call his number for 2 games, lights out in each of those 2 hockey games. Picks up this year above a 900 save percentage. And again, at times it's been a conversation of like, is it Calvin Pickard's crease? Should they just ride them for a bit? He's doing it for $1 million. He's doing it as a 30-plus-year-old journeyman in the NHL. And yet the conversation's always still, well, they got to find someone else. He's not good enough. No, Calvin, you are good enough, and you're on my nice list.
My other one is just Leon Draisaitl. Throughout the season, throughout the whole year, he's been obviously unreal. Fantastic in the playoffs for the Oilers. Been their MVP so far this season too. I just went and looked. Leon Draisaitl is top 5 in scoring over the year. He's 5th with 48 goals. Nobody above him on that list has more points than him, which I think just shows how dominant he is in both aspects of the offense. And even strengths as a power play merchant, he is 4th in the league throughout 2024 in even strength points.
Like Jan 1 till now?
He has 80 of his 118 points have been even strength.
That's crazy. Did you have one more?
I got one more, and I'm going to go, I guess it's kind of tooting our own horns. The Nation Network as a whole has been pretty damn nice the last 365. Had a Jeff Merrick, had us go down to the Cup final and whatnot. We've done a lot here at the Nation Network. Also, look at the new studio that we're in right now. So also we go on the nice list as well.
Oh, I had Jason Demers on mine.
That's a good one.
We've made a lot of friends over the last year in this job. JD he gets the top spot without a doubt.
Yeah, he is awesome. Very cooperative. Even when we were at the Cup final, it was like stepped away from like how busy he was, like with the NHL Network, to like say hello to us, was fired up. Made some time when he was in Edmonton to come to a hit with us too, like in person at Rogers Place. Like, he's an awesome dude.
He's just naturally hilarious.
And he's just a nice man.
Yeah.
All right, now time for the naughty list. All of the guests throughout the year we didn't like.
Okay, I'll stop.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Number one on my naughty list is Sergei Bobrovsky. Again,
bad boy.
Because of the Oilers' comeback in that series, Game 7, again, Bob was unbelievable. But like early in that series, if Bob wasn't as dialed in as he was in Game 1, maybe the Oilers win Game 1 and it's a totally different Stanley Cup final. So Sergei Bobrovsky, I wish you would have been a pumpkin in that Stanley Cup final. And because of that, you are on my naughty list.
Yeah, that's a good one. Again, I just want a more recent one. The new shin pad assassin, Evan Bouchard. I just want him to figure that out in the new year. Just, get pucks through and don't hit Zach Hyman too.
You know what? On one hand, I'm like hitting Zach Hyman in the face. That gets you on the naughty list. On the other hand, I'm like, Bubble Hyman's been pretty unstoppable.
That has been, so thanks, Evan.
Without a doubt, number one on my naughty list, Vancouver Canucks fans. We need to remember what happened last year in the second round of the playoffs. You couldn't go online for 5 seconds without seeing some Canucks fan bitching about something. It got crazy. We were right in the middle of it. I loved it. And I feel that they as fans totally deserve this Miller, Pettersson, whatever the hell's going on right now. I want a front row seat to it because they were naughty.
That's a great point. Canucks fans definitely up there on my naughty list. That's the fan base. Like, we've gone to Calgary for BOAs, granted not playoff series BOAs, and like it's fine-ish. Granted, Flames fans maybe a bit more fair weather. I don't know. But Canucks fans were just brutal in Vancouver.
A lot of bad people.
A lot of bad people. Not good.
Bad seeds.
Yeah. That's a good one, Aaron. That's on mine too now.
Jeff Skinner deserved to be on the naughty list?
No. I don't think you can put Connor Brown on the nice list, saying like he doesn't complain about his lines and stuff like that, and Jeff Skinner also doesn't.
That's a decent counterpoint. That's I don't hate that.
He needs to be better. There's no doubt about it.
Naughty list, people who do the wave. No.
Oh yeah, number one.
You all get cold.
The wave has become too much part of my personality recently. I don't like it that much.
All right. Let's get to a couple of the listener questions that we asked you guys to submit. There's I have an airing of grievance. Southpaw, Die Hard is Nation confirmed a Christmas movie.
Nation confirmed.
We made a poll yesterday around everyone on pre and post, and I asked, is it yes or no? I think it was like 75% said yes.
Okay, I have a couple of just problems with this. First off, the debate itself is wildly stupid.
It is a bit unnecessary.
If there is a movie that features a scene that's around Halloween, is it a Halloween movie automatically?
Is it spooky?
You know what I mean, though, right? Is it a horror movie because it happened around Halloween?
No,
it's not. Also, this conversation is a hot dog, a sandwich. Those two are right up there. They're probably 1 and 2. Dumb internet debates.
Do you know
anyone who does these? You're on my naughty list for it.
You know what's funny is, and I don't disagree with you. I just don't care about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. I'll watch it any time of the year. But I think one that is like an interesting debate if it's a Christmas movie and doesn't really have anything to do with Christmas. Harry Potter. I feel like no. I know.
The point of the storyline isn't Christmas.
You're not hearing me out. I think a lot of people, and this is a thing on the internet right now, watch Harry Potter around Christmas. Therefore, they're making it their own Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie, but it's a movie you always watch around Christmas. It gets you in that holiday feel. Like, that's what I do. I watch Harry Potter more at Christmas than any other time of the year. And I watch Harry Potter a lot. I have to maintain my English citizenship.
Fair.
See, like I'll push back on the Die Hard a bit because it's at a Christmas party is where they are, and it's on Christmas Eve.
But the
and that's
theme,
why the robbers are picking Christmas Eve to do it. But I do get what you mean.
but again, it was a hot dog, a sandwich. Enough. No, we're done. We've done this conversation now for 15 years on the internet.
Can we agree that Die Hard is just a good movie?
I've never seen it, so I don't really care.
Gasp.
Stunner.
Ridiculous.
I think the debate's stupid. Fighting Amish. Liam, what's the biggest difference between Christmas traditions in the UK versus Canada?
Well, it doesn't snow in England on Christmas, so that's a big difference. Not too much. I think Canada is much better for it. I think a lot of people get into like the Christmas lights and stuff. The big thing for England is like a lot of people don't have like big front yards and stuff like that. Like a lot of people's houses, you may have seen in some movies, like your front door will just like walk onto the street. So it's hard to like decorate the front of your house. So I think there's a bit more Christmas spirit here, I guess is a good way to put it. But I want to say is, and my traditions haven't changed too much. My traditions say Thanksgiving I now celebrate. I never did that in England.
There's like no Thanksgiving.
No, we
right?
don't have Thanksgiving. We don't
Is
have
there like any Thanksgiving adjacent holiday?
We have bonfire night, which is the 5th of November, where we light bonfires.
Oh, yeah.
As remembrance to when
Remember,
Guy
5th of
Fawkes,
November.
when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the House of Parliament. For some reason,
V for Vendetta, great movie.
there you go.
Okay. Christopher Palmer. Which current Oiler would you like to sit down and have a glass of eggnog with, and what non-hockey thing would you want to talk about with them?
Mine would
now do that.
Yeah, we could.
We're nog guys now.
I would like to sit with Leon because we are both soccer fans. So I feel like we could have some good conversations about that kind of stuff. I think that'd be a good area to touch on. It's not the only player I would have any kind of similar interest to.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go through the players right now and like think about like what they post on socials and what, and like who do I actually think I would get along with a glass of eggnog? I do think Leon would be up there for me.
One.
Maybe Stu. I think just being from Edmonton, you'd have like a decent amount of common ground there with him. At least like from my perspective. So Stu would be up there for me.
Who else?
I know my answer.
I think a big part of me too. I think I'd like to sit down with Nuge.
Oh yeah, it'd be a good one.
Nuge would be gonna.
Here's what's going to be my first thought. It's Breck, who'll act for me. Local boy. He looks like he could put him back for sure as well. What will we talk about? My love and affinity for him and my affection.
Yeah,
then maybe like fantasy football. I feel like those dudes are pretty big into football.
Nuge is the fantasy football commissioner, so I feel like that'd be good too. Yeah,
Pickard would be a good conversation too. I feel like he's just a good guy.
Yeah, he'd be interesting. Now, which Oiler do you want to talk to the least? I'm kidding.
Boosh.
Boosh.
I'd fall asleep in the middle of that conversation.
Colton, you're invited to Connor and Leon's Christmas party. However, they're both at the same time. What party do you go to? Leon's would be
Not
a party.
even close. Is that even?
Connor would have like a green smoothie for you and be like, "Here you go."
He'd be in bed by 10:30.
Yeah, not a rager. Leon would throw a rager.
Party at the same time? Leon and Connor? I don't think so.
Who are they? Miller and Pedersen? Oh, did I beat you to it? Were you going there?
That was my line.
Damn
that was
it.
going to be my line.
I'm sorry. That's on me. Okay. Southpaw said, best Christmas gift, most excited of all time. I remember when I was like 12 or 13, I wanted a PlayStation so bad. My parents were like, too expensive to like put on your Christmas list. So I was like, that's fine. I saved up my money. I was like, I have enough money to buy a PlayStation. Okay. So Christmas morning, I open up my gifts, PlayStation remote.
Whoa.
The new NHL game for the new PlayStation. I don't have the PlayStation. And I remember it like in my head being like, you have to act excited. Like these are gifts. But I was like heartbroken because I'm like, I have nothing to play with on Christmas. And then my dad surprised me. He had hidden a PlayStation upstairs, and he had like given me and my sisters like cards of where to go like find your last gift. So my dad bought me the PlayStation. I remember just like the feeling in my stomach of like, oh man, they really like they followed through on this bluff. I didn't get a PlayStation, and like I
that they raised you to know to pretend like you were super.
And I was like, I just remember being so sad. I probably didn't even hide it well. It was just more in my head. And then when I got it, I was like, this is the best Christmas ever. And I played NHL 10 or whatever it was for probably 3 straight days. The best. You have one?
I have a young one. I have a recent one. The young one was similar in a way, but I remember this Christmas. I don't remember which one it was, but I got a in the Premier League soccer. Around the winter time, they play with a yellow ball, so you can see it a little bit better. And I remember I wanted one so bad, and it was the last gift I opened because it was like right at the back of the Christmas tree, under the Christmas tree. And I remember opening it, and I also got a Juventus and Real Madrid two full kits that year.
Shorts and everything.
Socks, the
Oh my
works. It was awesome. So those are some of my favorite ones when I was younger. And recently, this one's a bit soft, but it was very nice. When me and my girlfriend started dating, oh boy, 4 years ago. Edit that if it's wrong. The first Christmas I had, I went down to Christmas, and we'd been dating obviously a while at that point. And my girlfriend's sister got me an ugly Christmas sweater from the soccer team I cheer for in England. And I thought that was pretty cool that she like made the extra effort to order it from England. It made me feel very welcome.
Wander up.
Wander up. That's what she said.
Yep.
Our wanderers.
Yes.
Yes.
For me, I remember like it was yesterday. I was getting a TV in my bedroom, but I wasn't sure. But it had like the DVD player inside the TV because I was a big like all the box sets of Simpsons, Seinfeld, all that stuff. And I remember coming out, waking up early at like 4 or 5 a.m. and running to the tree. And there's for me and my brother just two massive boxes in the middle of the whole tree. And like, you have to wait to open that one up. And I was just like, oh my God, this is either the worst prank I'll ever get. It feels pretty heavy in there. And it was a TV. And once again, probably just watched Simpsons, Seinfeld every like 4 days straight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of gifts, it's now become a tradition where we each buy each other a little gift. We keep it low. We set our budget low, but
what's the price?
We said 300, right? Can you imagine? Can you? No, absolutely not. Should we dish them out?
Yeah. So my gifts are those two. I didn't put names on them because I didn't know which one to give who.
All right.
So they're very similar gifts. So one of them's yours, one of them's Aaron's. Thank you, Aaron. Oh boy, that was weird.
Yeah, this one's for you then, and then wait, and then this one's also for you, AB, and then this is my one.
What could it be?
This is for more.
That's half the joke.
Okay. So who do you want to go first?
Oh, well, let's we'll open up the ones.
Okay, yeah, go on them.
Good. You're actually a pretty good rapper.
Yeah,
No Diddy.
I get down.
Ty, we're opening these up.
Yeah, we're opening them up. Oh,
there you go. I left the price on one of them too.
Ah, that'd be mine. Hey, way to stay within the budget.
Yeah, I know. I think that's a good one.
So, explain.
So there are two like kind of card drinking games. I thought they'd be fun around Christmas. Yours is guess who the famous person is. It's called Jokes on Who, but it's based in like social media slang.
Oh,
and like people's tweets
Brain
and stuff.
rot.
And Aaron, you had a similar one. It's called Buzz Tower, and it's like a drinking game.
Yeah, I like this.
I thought as guys who have big families and drink a lot with them. Yeah, I didn't want to buy you both the same gift, so I figured that you'd let you pick your own fate.
That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liam. I love you.
Yes, that's
No
awesome.
problem.
Enjoy
Okay, before you both open up mine, I have to text you something else.
Oh, I have a funny feeling I know what you did because you said you were trying to get the printer going earlier as well.
You would know exactly what it is. Okay, both of you open them up and then check our group chat.
Okay. Which one was yours again? This one?
That bag there.
Oh, yes.
Can never have enough.
A 4-pack of
Can
Nation
never have
beer.
enough.
Oh, that's actually great. You can match the flag to where they are.
I'm gonna color in
Candle. Hell
we
yeah.
both get candles. I'm a huge Christmas candle guy through and through. I am all about candles.
I love candles.
Oh, and then you bet on the Bills and Lions to win the Super
Check
Bowl.
your phones, boys. I don't know if you know, the Bills and Lions have the exact same odds. They are both favorites to win the Super Bowl at plus 450. And I threw down a wager for the both of you.
I think it's our wages.
Like, I'll give you the money if it wins.
There we go. Giddy up. I like that.
Split it.
We'll split it. My new kind of like not guilty pleasure, but in order to try relax more, crack a beer and sit in the tub. Now I got a candle and beer to go with
I
it.
don't know. You probably haven't been a candle guy. I became a candle guy like 2.5 years ago.
I love candles.
I constantly have a candle going in my house.
I became a candle guy when I moved out and I didn't want to pay my electrical bill.
Fair.
So I just lit candles in every room.
But Liam, you got a globe in there because I thought that would be good.
It's a
for
great
flags.
Well, you can put it right behind you.
That's what I thought. You can put it behind
pass it to me, please?
or your studio at home. But I thought right there might be pretty good.
Here is a great spot.
Let's get them on that shot.
There we go.
Oh Yeah.
Look at that. I think
Adds
that's
a little
fits
bit of
quite
color.
well. Yeah.
Now,
All right.
If Bills Lions make the Super Bowl, I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah.
So
That'll be
now the last one from Aaron. Thank you very much, Aaron.
Yes, that was very nice.
So the last one from Ty.
Shout out to our friends at the Sports Closet.
Oh, that's a sick hat.
Nice.
Damn it.
Oh,
that is cool.
PMT.
Aaron is a massive Pardon My Take fan.
Massive.
You want the receipt?
Oh, God.
That's in case you want to return it. There's
Oh,
no price on
no,
it.
I
It's called
don't-
a gift receipt.
I don't want
No
to.
free ads, but the mountains are blue.
Yeah, and then there's a Coors Light in there as well. So you got the full
Oh,
Pardon My
this is
Take
cool.
gift bag.
It's you're a good gift giver.
You are.
Last year you gave me that mug. I use it all the time.
Banana mug.
Oh, the TV went off.
Liam needs a solo here.
It wouldn't be a Christmas special without the TV going off.
There you go. Well, that's good. I think it speaks to how well we know each other that we're able to
Yeah.
get good gifts here. But I always like doing this. It's lots of fun. I can't remember when I was buying it. I had a conversation with someone recently about how much they hate the rope look on hats, and I can't remember if it was you.
It wasn't me because
wasn't you.
I love
the hat I got at Sports Closet also has the rope on it, and I thought the same thing. It's like, who did I talk to about it? But you can take the rope off if you don't want it.
Yeah, I guess you absolutely could.
I love this.
I can't, but honestly, so I had the idea. I was like, I gotta get Aaron. I was like, I gotta get one of these Pardon My Take shirts, and I forgot to order it. And so I just went to the mall, and I was like, there's a couple stores that I know sell like Barstool gear.
Where?
That one was from somewhere in St. Albert Mall, actually, like Boathouse.
St. Albert Center.
St. Albert Center, yeah, sorry.
Boathouse. We've all
Yeah.
the college sweaters.
Yeah, they sell. They just have like a rack of Barstool gear.
We have those
Oh,
in
we have a
show.
Boathouse too.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you.
If you need to
Yes,
return it,
thank
let me
you,
know because
guys.
I did keep the receipt for that
Nope,
too.
that-
But
that's it.
all right, let's wrap it up with one more Oilers question then. If you could put a gift under the tree for the Edmonton Oilers this year, what would you do?
Jeff Skinner, a new team. What?
Open it up, Jeff. You're gonna love it. It's a plane ticket.
Playoffs.
Yeah. You're getting traded to Columbus,
You know, I actually put one gift as well.
and you better fucking wave. You better wave.
Mine was also Jeff Skinner, but more of a positive approach.
Oh,
Jeff Skinner starts to work. That is my one gift.
that's fair.
If you get Jeff Skinner that is like playing, I don't even want to say hard. I think he plays hard, but just consistently offensively. Then these boys, they do be buzzing. Like we
Mhm.
talked about it on O&E back on Monday's episode, about how the Oilers have all this dead cap space. But if you get a $3 million Jeff Skinner playing at a $6 million rate, $5 million rate, $4 million rate, whatever, then you're
Bargain.
rocking.
I think that's fair. For me, this was my answer the other day. It'll be my answer again. Health. I really think I look at this team, the way the forward group looks and the way they kind of went through last playoffs together and learned some lessons. Stuart Skinner, again, he's still growing as a goalie, but he almost won you a Stanley Cup last year. Why can't he win you one this year?
Yeah.
The blue line with Darnell Nurse playing as well as he is, Matthias Ekholm not taking any sort of a step back. You look at all of that stuff, and it's like, I honestly think the only way they don't make the Stanley Cup final again this year is if someone important gets hurt. So knock on wood, but if I could gift the Oilers absolutely anything to give them the best chance of winning a Stanley Cup, I think it's health.
Yeah.
I really look around the West, man. They're the top dogs for a reason right now.
Well, I think when you look back at the final from last year too, if Leon Draisaitl's healthy and can shoot the puck, the Oilers are winning the Stanley Cup.
Imagine if Andrew Kane's healthy in
Yeah.
the final.
Yeah, that is also another
Mhm.
layer of it. But just like the Leon factor is such an unspoken storyline from that final.
Yeah.
He didn't score a goal. Crazy.
It is insane. All right, that is going to be a wrap on our yearly Christmas special. Everybody in YouTube listening as a podcast, however you consume the show, we thank you very much for being a part of this for the last year. We hope you have a very, very, very Merry Christmas and you enjoy some downtime with your family and all of the good stuff that comes along with the holiday season. It's been a very fun year here on the show. We don't need to get too touchy-feely, but we do appreciate all of you. And again, we're going to take a few days off. We're going to be back with pre- and post-game shows on Saturday and Sunday and all of that good stuff. So we hope you enjoy the downtime. We hope you have a great holiday season with your family. Merry Christmas. And of course, as I always do, I end it by saying oil up. What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.